Hi everybody, I had a request from one of our fellow Stamp Nation members, Pookie. Hi Maria. This is a quick tutorial just for you. Today I'm going to make a modified tri-shutter card. It's relatively easy and it's fun to make. So let's get started. I have a piece of wild wasabi cardstock measuring 6 by 8. And we are going to score that on the long side, so the 8-inch goes to the top. And we are going to score it at 2 inches, 3 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches to start. Then you're going to rotate your cardstock in the long way in your scoring tool. Then you are going to score it at 1 and 5. Okay. You have just created 2 long rectangles and we are actually going to remove those. So you can use a craft knife or whatever cutting tool that you wish to use. I'm going to use my trimmer because I just think it's faster. So I got lucky with that one. That one came right out. There we go, pretty good. So now you have your card base with 2 rectangles removed. You are going to then cut some pattern paper for yourself, and you need 3 pieces, and each of these pieces measures 1 7/8 by 5 7/8. And I chose to do 2 different patterns for my paper, and they are literally going to be glued down like such with a little bit of a mat, and we'll get to that in a moment. Before I forget, these little gaps here, if you would like to add pattern paper to those, they are 7/8 by 7/8, so they're little teeny squares. Okay, set that aside for now. Then you're going to cut yourself a 4 by 4 piece of cardstock, and this is going to be your focal point for your card. And then you can make whatever you'd like. I've just made a fun little mat that goes on that white cardstock with some stitching. You can also add stitching or whatever you would like to your panels as well. So I can't show you what I'm putting as my focal point, but you'll see it in a couple of weeks when we do our Power Poppy reveal. So you'll want to glue everything down and I'll come right back. Alright, now we've got all our panels glued down to our card base, and we have our front focal panel ready to go. And what's going to happen with this fold is I'm just going to flip this over to make it easier. We're going to fold this to the back, and then holding these 2 little squares down, flip this to the front. Same with the other side. Flip to the back, holding the 2 squares, fold to the front. Okay, so then what happens is this center piece pops forward. So you can take your 4 by 4 square and you can literally adhere it down in the center. So we'll do that right now, and it's easy to figure out where the adhesive goes. You're going to line up kind of those edges. It automatically puts itself kind of in place. So just play with it a little bit, make sure those folds are nice and secure and creased. And there we go. You have your All right. So join me in a couple of weeks when I show you the final product. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you learned something.